Hi there, BEBC team. My name is Maggie, and I'm a content creator, podcast host, and also producer and founder for Leandre Studios Inc. It is a Black owned, woman owned company that is all about telling the stories of the underrepresented. I am passionate about telling the stories of underrepresented groups, especially through food and history, by using my platform, Kari's Maggie TV. Toronto is a blessed city, especially in its diversity, not only in the people, but the rich history and food that you can explore. And that is what I am passionate about. For the past 2 years, I have been exploring telling the stories of the food scene here in Toronto, especially the stories of restaurant owners that often go untold. In 2021, I self-funded, produced, directed, and edited a project that I called Kitchens of Toronto Season 1. And in that season, I was able to explore 6 different cultural groups that are represented here in Toronto through their restaurants. This was during the height of the pandemic when I realized how restaurants were really struggling and they needed to gain some awareness for the cultural importance behind the food that they make. Fast forward to 2022, I became more passionate in exploring the different cultural history of the ethnic communities that are here. I'm making reference to places like Little Jamaica, Kensington Market, Chinatown, and the list goes on. What all of these communities have in common is that they created these communities as a safe haven for themselves in a time where they were not welcomed by many others. However, today they are all the target of gentrification and they're also still trying to recover from the effects of a pandemic. I am pleased to announce that as of last year, I was successful in gaining funding so that I could create season 2 of the series to specifically focus on these ethnic communities and tell the stories of not just the food and the culture, but also the people behind them that make them so special. Very soon, the pilot episode will be released, which will feature Little Jamaica. Why I'm so passionate about this is because I understand the struggles that immigrant communities go through to gain funding to support their businesses, especially restaurants. Many of these restaurants are owned by mom and pops or Asian owners who are not so tech savvy and also don't have a social media presence. And so the purpose of this series is to build that brand awareness and also to help tell their stories. The legacy of these restaurants also deserve to be preserved so that as our city continues to evolve and develop, even if they won't be here for future generations to come, their stories will never be forgotten. With this funding, I'll be able to develop and release more episodes, and I hope to be one of your finalists in this pitch competition.